Charity Adams, the Crazy Keto Girl, and I just got home from doing a grocery shopping trip. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I know there's a lot of people that are new to keto or people that have been doing it for a while that just kind of don't know what they're looking for. But before I dive into it, there's a few housekeeping items I would like to address. The first being, I am not 100% clean on keto. I am as clean as I can be, but there are some things that I do get for the sake of budget and convenience. However, they do still fit within a low carbohydrate diet and they don't knock me out of ketosis. So I wanted to put that out there. I also wanted to talk about some facts and figures. So if you're interested on how to do budget-friendly, family-friendly meal planning, I'm going to be doing a video for that here soon. So keep an eye out for it. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get into the numbers first. You'll have to excuse me for looking away. I wrote them down because I am not a pro at remembering lots of numbers in my head. So bear with me, okay? So my total budget for each week is pretty small. I have a family of 4 and we're not all keto. Now, my family does eat mostly keto, but I still buy them non-keto items. So keep that in mind because these totals include the non-keto items that I buy them, like milk and bread and those types of things. Fruit. I buy so much fruit. My daughters are fruit obsessed. Anyways, so the prices that I'm going to tell you include that. So keep that in mind, okay? So if you have a family that is not keto, it's okay. You can still afford to do keto and have things for your family that are not keto without breaking your budget, okay? So this week on my entire grocery haul that I'm about to show you, I spent $122.34. So that's for a week's worth of meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And it included, like I said, those non-keto items. So if you take that and you divide it out by 4 people, it comes out to $30.58 for the week per person. Now, the thing people always kind of get on when they start keto is, oh, I don't have a lot of money to buy the Kerrygold butter or to buy the, the super expensive, uncured, sugar-free, nitrate-free bacon. And I would really encourage anybody that's considering keto to go ahead and do it and to buy what you can afford, because the only thing technically required to get into ketosis is the restriction of carbohydrates. So you don't have to buy Kerrygold butter. You can buy regular butter. Just check the ingredients, make sure it's minimal. The one I get is the Walmart brand, and it has just sweet cream and salt in it. So it's fine. You do not have to have a ton of money to do keto. So if you take that week, right, per person, that $30.58, and you divide that by 7, that comes out to $4.36 a day. So with this haul I have enough food for the whole week for my family of 4, feeding each person on less than $5 a day. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the haul now. I want you to keep in mind that I am not including the non-keto items, so you're not going to see the milk and bread and things like that in the haul. I'm only going to show you the things that are for everybody, but mostly that, they're for me to eat on my diet. So that way you can get an idea of what we're working with, and I don't want to confuse anybody by including things that aren't keto. So yes, so let's go ahead and get started. Here is my haul of goodies. Now I'm going to go through this with you so don't get overwhelmed, okay? I'm just going to start right over here. So I have full fat sour cream. You should really use it in moderation, but it's okay. It's 2 grams of carbs per serving, so something to consider. I like to use it when I'm making taco salad and things like that. Heavy whipping cream, really good for coffee. I ended up getting these because they were on sale. I usually buy the bigger ones, but these were on sale for $1 each for the little ones. So I just went ahead and got them smaller. You can see these yellow tags. These are my little clearance-y friends. So I grabbed this boneless pork stew meat for $4.17. He's dated tomorrow, so I can either freeze him or I can move my meal plan around and eat him today. And so all it is it's just boneless pork that's already all cut up into little pieces for you. I like to use that for my egg roll in a bowl, or you can use it for making tacos or cauliflower nachos, pretty much anything it's really good for. So I got that. And then I got this really big, get off, jeez, get out of my way. Got this nice, big, beautiful thing of tilapia for $5. You can see down there, he was on sale. All these beautiful pieces of fish. It will go in my freezer, and then once I use it, I will just put the other pieces in a Ziploc bag and then eat them as I want. They defrost really fast, so usually I can just run it under some warm water, and they will defrost pretty quickly. Usually only need, I think, about an hour. So, and then one of my main staples, if you are new to keto, this is something that you should definitely be looking into, is my boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs so much. And I actually got this package for a lot cheaper because there was a sale for chicken thighs to be for 99 cents a pound. And if you look at this one is currently $2.32 a pound. So I did not pay $8.89 for this package. Paid a lot less than that. And so that's something to keep in mind too, because that's why I do all my shopping at Walmart, because they will price match. I take my ad papers with me and I let them know what the prices are. You saw them on my list, so that way I can just tell them. And if they ask for the proof, I have my papers with me. I grabbed cheese. I love cheese. I know that cheese stalls some people on keto. So if you're finding you're not losing weight as quickly as you'd like, you might be eating too much cheese. Just an FYI. So I got pepper jack and I got Swiss. Swiss is my favorite. I eat it on like everything. These two are good. I put them on burgers, on chicken. I stuff them in things, like eat them straight sometimes. These are also good for meat and cheese roll-ups if you buy any sort of meat or you have like leftover chicken. Those are really good. So these are a little bit more expensive. Not everybody wants to do this because these are $2 each. And I do it because for how much onions I use and how much they cost, it's actually about the same for me to buy them already cut up, and it saves me some labor and time. So as you know, I'm a mom, I got kids, I got stuff to do. I appreciate these packages so much. So I have pico de gallo. I get the mild kind, and my favorite thing to do with this is to stick it in my eggs and make little like omelets with it. I do that, and like cheddar cheese, so good, and like with bacon, yes. Green onion, I use these for everything. Also good for eggs, also good for pretty much anything. I also use it a lot for egg roll in a bowl, tacos, taco salad. These go on a lot of my food. I am not even kidding you. I love green onion so much. And then chopped yellow onion is really good when I'm cooking meat. I like it to add flavor. I also use it for when I make fajitas. Usually people will use, the strips of onion, but I'm good using these. I don't mind. And my oldest daughter says she doesn't like onions, even though she does. So she doesn't notice the diced up ones as much as the big pieces. So there's those. Avocados and tomatoes. Now, I'm sorry, avocados are a must-have for me on keto. They're also really good. They're very good for potassium and magnesium. So if you are finding you are on keto and you keep getting leg cramps, eat an avocado. Also good, tomatoes. You have to be careful because they do have carbs. So do avocados. So you need to make sure that you are measuring them and weighing them. I use a scale. But I love BLTs and things like that. So I get these, and actually my daughters, if I'm not paying attention, will just eat them like apples, and then I will not have them. I have this package of shredded lettuce I like to use when I'm doing nachos or anything like that, because I make cauliflower nachos. Got the cauliflower ready. I just like this better than salad mix usually. So And then what I do, once I open it, what you should do, or what I do to make it last longer, is I take a paper towel or two, and I fold it up and I stick it inside the bag, and I stick it inside of a bigger zipper bag. Helps keep the air out, and it helps kind of soak up that moisture so your lettuce stuff doesn't get all slimy. And so, you know, this week I spent $122. A lot of this stuff might last me into next week. So that's where that checking your pantry thing comes in very handy. Here is my coleslaw mix. This is what I get. Tricolor coleslaw. I use this for egg roll in a bowl, and I love it. I cook it in a pan. I just dump this in there with some sesame oil, and I'll cook the chicken on the side and add it when I'm done, and then add some green onions on top. And it's so good. Like, I can't even get over it. Salad mix, because we have salad for lunch a couple of times this week with our pizza chicken or anything like that. Heads of cauliflower are always good. You can rice them, you can do whatever you want with them. I end up peeling off all this green part and cutting the stem off, and then I kind of slice them, and I roast them in the oven at 400 degrees with some olive oil to make my cauliflower nachos. So that's what I do with those babies. Now, this is not necessarily the best brand. Okay, I will be honest with you, but we are on a budget, and I'm primarily concerning myself with things that are really low in carbs and are not going to kick me out of ketosis. So this guy, for 4 pieces, 4 slices, is one gram of carb, which is sugar. And we are trying to avoid sugar on this diet. So I am not by any means saying everybody should do this. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying that I live on a budget, and it does not knock me out of ketosis, and it is low carb. And yes, so if you are a very strictly clean keto eater, you're going to want to skip this guy. But if you're more of if it's your macros keto eater, this will work. I like to use it for meat and cheese roll-ups. I also like to use it when I am making, I call it Malibu chicken. I take the chicken thighs, I cut them open, I roll ham in the middle, and then I melt cheese on top. It's really, really good. So bell peppers, they always go bad by the time I use them, even when I have a plan for them. So I buy them frozen now. And I don't mind so much. They let off a little bit of water, so you gotta drain them after you've kind of cooked them down a little bit. But I use them for fajitas or for taco night. I got 2 pounds of bacon, and I went ahead, and you want to make sure that you check the back. See right up here, total carbs 0 for 2 pan-fried slices. So again, this is not perfect. It says it was cured with sugar. And sometimes I even see that on the ones that claim they're sugar-free, but you can get sugar-free ones. I used to buy it at Sprouts when I had a little bit more room in my budget to buy the really, really, really top quality bacon. But unfortunately right now, got to buy what you can afford. So that's where I'm at. And then I have Brussels sprouts because my family loves them. We are like Brussels sprout lovers. I almost always make them with burgers. I don't know why, I just do. Now, here's another one of my lazy mom products, and I have no shame about it, is riced cauliflower. Because I do not have a food processor, so ricing those is a big old pain in the butt. So I buy this, it's frozen. I leave it in the freezer, and you can actually steam it in the microwave right in this bag. Super duper handy. And so if you look at the label, it's 6 grams of carbs per serving, but there's 3 grams of fiber. So your net carbs is going to be 3 grams, and that is for 1 cup or 124 grams. I personally always use the grams whenever they are available. It is much, much more accurate. There's the word. I have words. Much more accurate of a measurement than a cup. I also got mushrooms, good for eggs, good for cooking with meat, good for fajita night, good for just about whatever you want. I have queso fresco, which I am obsessed with. I love it so much. It's 0 carbs for 28 grams or 1 ounce. And it's got a little bit, it's creamy and it's a little bit salty, and I love it. If I'm using cheese, just a note, if I'm making something and I'm using cheese, I almost usually will skip the sour cream. But, so that's that. And then I got this guy.
not everybody will want to buy it pre-made. I get this one specifically, the Yucatan Guacamole Authentic, because it has nothing in it but spices and avocados. It doesn't have anything extra. So if you look at the label, it says 2.5 grams of carbs per serving, but there's 2 grams of fiber. So it ends up being pretty good for your 30 grams. I also have eggs. I buy the 2 count of the 18 pack because I go through them. I hard boil them. I scramble them. I put them on burgers. I do all kinds of things. I have 4 pounds of zucchini, which were 50 cents a pound. So I got those on a good deal. And then these are jalapenos. You can see them there. I bought them. They were 69 cents a pound. And I use them with eggs, with burgers. I will cut them open and make bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. All good for that stuff. This is last, and I'm bringing it up last because strawberries are technically keto. And there's still some controversy around them because they are a fruit and they have natural sugars in them. So basically, most people kind of hold off on the berries till maintenance. Those strawberries are actually not for me, but I wanted to include them because on keto, you can have them. So strawberries, I got those for 77 cents each. So yes, if you are into them, just remember moderation and to measure. So that is my keto haul. It's all messed up now, but that's everything I got. Hopefully that will help all of you to make some good shopping decisions. All right, thanks guys.